Hello and welcome to Hearthstone History, the show in which we delve into the rich legacy of the Hearthstone metagame, one deck at a time. Today, Naxxramas Numbers. Naxxramas is Hearthstone's first expansion, and along with a single-player campaign and some new cards, it also introduces a record amount of numbers. Numbers, also known as digits or pouty-touty point and counties, give us the ability to store quantities of objects. If manipulated correctly, numbers can be very helpful. For example, by adding together the mana costs of cards, you can plan what cards to play ahead of time. They can also be entirely unhelpful. For example, the number 647. What a useless number. But you may ask, why explore numbers? Why learn anything? Isn't knowing things like super gay? And in response, I'd say, you shouldn't use words like that with negative connotations. It's disparaging to a community of people that, just like everyone else, is entitled to respect and acceptance. Also, they'll get mad and throw skittles or fart jizz at you. In the spirit of knowledge and exploration, I'd like to share with you an ancient Chinese tale written long ago about the power of knowledge. There was once a poor villager whose wife was bedridden with a terrible illness. One night, he stepped out of his thatched-roof cottage and looked up at the stars with tears in his eyes. "Stars," he said, "I pray to you every night, yet it seems you have forgotten me. You once blessed me with fertile soil, but now my rice crops wither and die. You once blessed me with a beautiful, loyal wife, but now she may die, for I cannot afford a doctor. And you once blessed me with a son, but now he grows gaunt and feeble, for I cannot afford him food. Stars, what have I done to anger you?" The stars loomed silently overhead for some time. Then they boomed out in a voice of thunder and galesome wind. "What? Ah!" The villager clapped his hands over his ears and fell to the ground.
"It seems your diet of rice, while abundant in courage and heart, sadly lacks value. Vitamin C value. While rice is certainly the value pick amongst your choices of foods, a good diet requires more expensive foods to deal with large, late-game threats, such as scurvy, which your wife unfortunately has. As for your son, it's important to consider that while overload minions like children are cheap on the turn you conceive them, they severely limit your budget in the following turn when your wife gives birth. I would recommend making some money as a hunter, but with the recent nerf, it's a slightly below average choice. It might be that your only option is to turn to crime and become a rogue. If you fail at that, you can always cop out at the last second and open up a zoo. Love, Trump."
Unfortunately, the villager was a simple man, and upon hearing a loud noise immediately panicked. He ran back to his shack, and taking his wife and child up in his arms, ran through the darkness before falling into a small river where they all drowned. Upon finding their bodies, the village shaman proclaimed the river cursed, and without any fresh water to drink, everyone else soon died of dehydration. As for the stars, they rolled their eyes at the collective stupidity of it all, and vowed never to turn submode off ever again. And that is the completely historically accurate, and hopefully not perceived as racist, story of why Trump always has submode on, and hopefully he's got enough to sleep to that.
Well, he took just a... No, I'm not casual. He took the perfect card. I played that perfectly. Fucking casuals. Where's my pepperonis? Where's my pepperonis? So hardcore. Super hardcore.
You to sleep tight, baby. Don't worry, your pepperonis are safe with me. Naxxramas Numbers. Now, you're probably quite confused at this point, and fair enough, because none of this video has made any sense so far, so let's just talk about Hearthstone. Did you know that Hearthstone is the 5th game in the Warcraft series? 13th if you count expansions, and 18th if you count Game of Thrones, but I don't know why you do that. They're not related. In this series, we'll be delving into Hearthstone's many numbers and statistics to see what knowledge we may find. Because as we learned from our Chinese farmer friend, life can bless you with all it has to offer, but if you're not armed with the knowledge to protect and keep those things, they can all be taken away, and then you'll get yelled at by a star or Trump or something and fall in a river and die. So we thought, what better place to start than to go out and read every card in the game and see what we can learn. But we hit a slight snag when I remembered that I'm illiterate and I can't read at all. Of course, this raises the question, what about the number of characters in each card name? Surely in that number we can deduce the secrets of the universe. To answer that question, No, but let's explore further. Hearthstone's first card set, the Expert set, has 110 neutral and 175 class-specific cards. When typed out with all the spaces removed, the neutral set contains 1,438 characters in its card names, an average of 13.07 characters per card. The class cards, however, contain a paltry 1,546 characters, and yes, I know exactly what you're thinking, that's only 8.83 characters per card, I know, right? In Naxxramas, neutral and class cards weigh in at 9.52 and 10.44 characters per card respectively. From this, we can deduce that, on average, each Hearthstone set will reduce the number of characters in each neutral card, while bloating the number of characters in each class card. This means that in 3 sets' time on August 25th, 2015, neutral cards will, on average, be completely blank, or, more likely, will be populated by text alongside theoretical anti-characters that, when allowed to interact with regular characters, annihilate one another, and explode into a cloud of pure grammatical energy. You may think this wouldn't leave much room for lore and card names, but don't fret, because when Hearthstone expansion number 2,801,575 is released on October 29th in the year 1,022,184, class-specific card names will, on average, contain 4,510,547 characters. Just enough room for the entire works of Shakespeare.
No, I'm totally like the bad boy of Hearthstone. No, Raynet's like a little bitch. His eyebrows aren't even that big. Like, he's not even that good at Hearthstone. What decks have I invented? I'm gonna go play Path of Exile because I'm a pussy. I'm super hardcore. I'm so hardcore. Who told you I was casual? I'll totally like beat you in like 3 games at the same time. Another Hearthstone video, another dislike.